let's take some notes. We are taking notes today, Thursday. So today we are going to write 11, 10, 22. We are going to be simplifying expressions. Also known as combined like terms, so simplifying expressions and or combined like terms. Should be fairly easy, but of course, if you don't pay attention, you make it harder than what it should be. So let's focus, pay attention, give me your attention for 5 minutes. This should only take 5 minutes. All right, so kind of like what Miss Flowers was showing you yesterday with the triangles and squares and whatnot. Let's say we have a 2x plus 4m plus 3x plus 2m, okay? Yeah, so imagine this from yesterday being you have 2 triangles plus 4 squares, and you're going to add 3 more triangles and 2 more squares. Okay, so you put a design out. So therefore, in math, I'm going to circle all of my x's. So here's a 2x that I'm going to circle. Here's a 3x I'm going to circle, right? Why did I circle those? Because they both have the x's on it, and we can put them together. It's like putting your triangles together. So what is 2x plus a 3x?
5x.
So what do? The big numbers, I just add them together. What's 2 plus 3? 5. And that's it. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline the next one. So I'm going to underline the 4m. It's like a different shape. And underline the 2m. Okay. Why did I underline those? Because they both have an m. Kind of like squares, let's say. So now I'm going to put these two together. The two that I underline. 4m plus 2m. What is 4m plus 2m? It's 6m. Okay. Is there anything else left that I haven't used? Nope. Can I put these two together? No. Because this is an x, and these are m's, and they're different. All right. So we're going to write our answer. What's our final answer?
5x plus 6m.
Yes. But what if someone said 6m plus 5x? Same. So how do we get everyone on the same page? So everyone says out loud the same answer. In algebra, we figured out a way to do that. We're going to put it in alphabetical order. Yeah, so m comes first in the alphabet, right? So that's what we're going to do. 6m plus 5x is your final answer. Do you remember when we were doing distributive property and like your answers didn't look done? When we simplify expressions, our answers don't look like they're done. But that is our answer. You are done here. We're good? All right. So, let's do 10w plus 6n minus, write this down as I'm writing, 3w plus, come on, do I block you? No, we're good. All right, 10w plus 6n, we're writing this down, minus 3w plus an n. A couple things happening here. All right, how many variables? Different variables. 2, right? The w and the n. All right, I like to circle like the first one I'm doing. Okay, the w. So I'm going to bubble in the 10w. What else should I bubble in? Isaiah? Okay. Minus 3w. Not just 3w, but the operation in front of it. Because if you don't do the operation in front of it, you guys think you're just going to add. But you're not. You're not. Because it is 10w, and what's in this bubble? Minus 3w. So you took away shapes. All right, what's 10w minus 3w? Cool. Am I done? Nope. What have I not touched? this plus 6n and the plus n. All right, what is that going to equal?
7n.
All right, a lot of kids think it is 6n, but what number is invisible? 1. So when you just have a variable, a letter, and there's no number in front of it, it's an invisible 1. So everybody write this invisible 1 right here. Big invisible 1. So what is 6n plus 1n? Write this down, please. All right, what is your final answer in alphabetical order?
7n plus 7w.
Yep. In algebra, we got to write it in alphabetical order. So 7n plus 7w would be the answer your algebra teacher is looking for. Hard, huh?
No. Super hard.
Yep. All right. Try doing this one on your own before I do. Don't shout it out, please. 4x plus 6y plus an x plus 5y. Oh, gosh. Faster, faster, faster. All right, what are you going to circle? What goes together? What goes together? What two things go together? What two things don't go together? Did you put in alphabetical order? You did. But it reminded me to remind the class. All right, so I'm going to bubble in the 4x. What else should I bubble in? Plus the x. So 4x plus x, or you can say 1x, right? What is 4x plus 1x? 5x. And what else do I put together? 6y and the 5y. Yeah. What? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Look, it's just like, kind of like extra. It's extra. The X wanted to be extra today.
So she can see us. She's testing us.
Mm-hmm. Totally. That's it. Again, it's super easy. You're literally just basic adding and subtracting. All right. Let's make it harder. 1/2 x plus 1/2 x.
1/2 x.
That's just 1n. Wait.
Thanks, Richard.
It's half an x and half an x.
It's just 1n.
Yeah, kind of like I gave you a broken triangle. And if you put the two broken pieces together, you get 1, right? Listen, let's not get all scared on these, right? Because if it was just 2x and 2x, you would be like, oh my gosh, I'm smelly. It's the easiest thing in the world, right? What's 2x plus 2x? 4x, right? So it's okay if it's fractions. It's the same thing. Don't worry about it. You're just going to add those two together. What's 1/2 plus 1/2? Technically, it's 2/2, right? And what do we know from elementary school? If it's the same on the top and the bottom, it is equal to a whole. So it would be 1x, right? 1/2 plus 1/2 is equal to 1. Did everybody write this down? You have no choice. Everything I write, you write.
Yes.
Oh my God, look, I just did a star. So what do I expect on your paper? A star. Oh, before I forget. Do you really think I have to write the 1x as my answer?
Yes.
No. What do you think your algebra teacher and seventh grade teacher wants you to do? Just write it as just an x, right? Save your lead. Don't, we're all looking for lead. There's no need to write a 1x. It's there. It can be invisible. Every other number you do have to write. If it's 5x, boy, you got to write the 5. There's no mistaking that. All right. We're okay? Yes? Yeah, like on a worksheet, you're never going to see the 1x. You're never going to see the 1x. It's always going to be written as x. On your homework, when you write your answer, if you write 1x, I get it. You know, I get it.
What is this? Heat wave.
No, because I wanted to teach you this. It's a continuation. Yeah, it has been on your homework, and I've had you skip it this whole time. So this is now, from now on, you are able to do this without having to skip it. All right, Richard. Isaiah, I'm going to go over it. All right, so Kelby, Daniel, we're going to pay attention. I'm going to do the first couple with you, show you how easy this is. All right, let's zoom in to this first box, the easiest box of them all. All right, let's do letter E. What am I going to bubble in?
6x and 2x.
All right, I want to see you guys bubbling in what you're going to be combining together. All right, so the reason I bubbled those in was because they both have x's, right? So then you do, Santiago, simple math, right? Are you working ahead of me? Okay, what's 6x plus the 2x? 8x. All right, so we're going to say equals 8x. Now, Santiago and everybody who else is working ahead of me, make sure you write your answer next to it. I need to see the answers next to it, okay? Plus, is there anything I can do with a 9? No. So it's just there. We just put it. Sometimes you're given stuff that you can't do anything with. So the 9, there's nothing I can do with it. So I just write it there. All right, does everybody understand where I got the 8x and the 9? All right, now you look at this column and you find your answer, 8x plus 9. Oh, it's right there, 15. Do you guys see how it's 15? So what does this mean? This means that in box 15 at the bottom, I'm going to put the letter E. So this matches with this, right? So that means box 15, I'm going to put this letter. 15, put this letter. I can cross this out. I'm not going to use it again. Yeah. But what do I care about? Care about the answers right here, right? Okay, letter S. What am I going to bubble in?
3x.
Yeah, let's bubble in like what you're going to be putting together, right? So I'm going to bubble in the 7 and I'm going to bubble in the 4. Why do those two get bubbled in? Is because they're the ones who don't have an X. And they're the same. They're just numbers with no variables. Can I do anything with the 3x?
Nope.
Nope. It's just there to confuse you. Okay, so what's 7 plus 4? 11 plus 3x. So do I put the 11 first or the 3x? 3x. So if you have an answer that's just a number, that goes at the very end. So it's alphabetical order and then the numbers that don't have any variables. Now, is it okay if you write 11 plus 3x? Yeah, we're learning, right? When you get into high school, then it's like, oh no, I got to make sure I write 3x plus 11. Trust me, by the end of this worksheet, you'll realize, oh, I should just write it in alphabetical order. 11 goes in the back just because it doesn't have a variable. That's it. How did I get 11? I added what's in the circle, 7 plus 4. Use your fingers if you need it. All right. Okay, go ahead and do O by yourself, and I'm going to do L with you. Okay, what did you guys get for O?
9x plus 8.
Beautiful. All right, letter O. I'm going to bubble in the 8x and the 3x, right? But then I still have to put 7 and 2 together. So I'm like going to underline the 7 and underline the 2. So, or like pick another shape, you know? So sometimes it's useful to change shapes, change colors. But I don't want you wasting too much time on changing colors. All right, so letter L. What do I get when I do 8x and the 3x? 11x. And then if I add what is underlined, what's 7 plus 2? 9. And then I double check, is my answer here? Yes, it is. So if you double check to see if your answers are here, you're on the right track.